Poppin'. We are back at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Shadow. Applaud that. If this thing listens. Oh, we can't applaud that. All right. So we are back. It is your boy Truthin, and I am here with Monique Tara, the last hurrah. I don't know.
The final hurrah.
The final hurrah. And
the Rumple.
The Rumple. She is Laura L. Boogie is a big fan of that show Once Upon a Time. Do you know what that show is?
Oh, I'm not a big TV watcher. What is it?
It's
I'd probably like it.
It's like all the Disney characters brought to life.
Oh Jesus.
So yeah, so she's a big
all
fan.
Fake fantasy. Make you believe that.
No, it doesn't make you. Mickey Mouse doesn't make you believe. If you believe in magic.
Cinderella. Ariel. Snow White. I would definitely be Snow White.
Okay.
Because all what I do
you
is
don't know what you're missing, but that's alright.
Yeah.
That's alright.
You would not be Snow White. You would be like.
I would.
Maleficent.
You know what?
Cruella.
This lady, I think, needs to be shown the door.
All right, so
I know where it is.
Speaking
Don't let it hit you on the way out.
Speaking of showing the door, let me ask you a question, Tara. Do you feel any at all responsible for slavery?
No.
Laura, do you feel at all responsible for slavery?
Personally, no.
Okay, well, I think you guys should start. And if you do feel personally
well, first I'm
responsible,
going to have to actually be able to slave somebody. So you gonna volunteer, and then maybe I can feel guilty about it?
I would, but I'm married. If you felt...
You know what? I'm sure that Joy would like if I took you on as my slave, because she would not be coming home to cook dinner. It would be cooked for her.
Yeah, but she likes him.
Yeah, she does.
I need to smack some reality into her then.
So there is a way, if you are out there and you are white and you feel as though you want to pay some 40 acres and a mule to some people, you can go to now www.reparations.me and there is something you can do. Yes, this is an actual website that I found. What if you actually did something meaningful for someone before the end of the year? What if you actually paid me for my 40 acres and a mule? You could go to this website. All I have to do, if you are black, all you have to do is go to the website and say, I need a new house, or I need a car. It's hard out here. And someone white, listen.
I'm going to quickly go spray paint myself and say, I need a house.
So someone who has white guilt can go to this website and can pay for my house or my car.
But truth is, I already pay you with the most valuable thing I have.
Your friendship?
My presence. That too.
Oh, your presence.
Mm-hmm.
You better take that C and E and replace it with a T and an S. And then maybe we would be talking. But I don't understand. Like, some people really... And I think the creator of this website is taking this serious.
Wait, this is
So
a real
what
thing?
about this real fantasy? Who cares?
Are you the one that created it?
No, I did not create reparations.
Know what? He's got a nice weave on, though.
If someone did want to give money towards it, I think I would take it.
So why don't you go on there and try to get me a house? And then you say you donated it to your master.
Person of color number 1. I need a massage this week. White person, post Groupon with code for redemption. That.
But know what the thing is that white person jacked up the price by 100% and only gave her off a 20% coupon, and she thinks she's getting a deal.
Person of color 2, I need therapy. I can spend $10 a session. White person number 2, post contact information to a therapist who they have made arrangements with.
It's how crackers
All right,
making their money now.
Now listen. If you, Tara, if you go to this site and you say that you need therapy, I think I would give reparations for that. I would help set that up.
Is that why you had Brother Ray over here the other day?
No, listen, brother Ron was going to be a part of the show. Brother Ron was going to be part of the show. He I can't do it.
I got a question.
Yes.
What would you do if somebody posted on there something that they needed, and somebody else gave it to them, and you found out that the person that was asking for something was white.
Oh,
I would
that's a
sue
nice
them.
twist.
I would sue them for copyright infringement. I wouldn't want
False advertisement.
I can't believe, like, listen, so I think this is a bogus site. I don't think it's real. It's just, I think it's actually trolling people who are still saying, we want 40 acres and more. But you know what? The sad thing is that a lot of white people take, when you say, we want to be treated fairly, we don't want to be shot, we don't want to be killed, we want that to be, people think that's like us asking for 40 acres
Do you
and more.
remember Ben Affleck? Somebody did like a genealogy on him and found out that in his family line they once owned slaves, and he didn't want that to get out. You don't know what about that?
Yeah, I did hear about that. I just don't think it's important or relevant.
Neither do I. Like, I don't understand why he was so embarrassed about it. Like, that's your ancestors' past. It
Yep.
doesn't define you.
Yeah. But, so another one is,
If I was Irish, I would say I owned St. McNeil's at one time. That was really bad.
yeah, that was kind of bad. But, so if you guys want to pay any reparations, you can go to www.reparations.me. That's REPARATIONS, and you can give money. Let me know if you are going to go on the site, though, because I would like to be given some stuff. In other news, Tara, this is actually for you.
Oh, Jesus, what am I walking into?
A texter says there were white slaves. Oh, gee, that just makes slavery of black people feel all better.
Actually, you want to know something? And I don't know the truth about it, but that is true. Like, I don't even know if this is true.
Yep.
I heard that once they tried to use, like, the poor white people as slaves, but it was so easy for them to escape because they were white.
No, the poor white people, the poor white slaves, the white slaves in America, they came, I believe, from Ireland, and it was like there was a war, and the, I don't want to butcher this, but the Irish people that won sold the other Irish people to America, and actually...
Oh, the Orange Men and the Minutemen or something?
I don't know. All I know is that the slaves that came from that country, they were cheaper to buy as slaves than black people, because black people were stronger and healthier than those ones that lost the war at the time. That's actually, you could actually look that up.
Oh, I'm not saying I don't believe you.
But anyways, yesterday you had people on your Facebook Live thing, and I had people on my Facebook Live thing saying that you were out of your mind when you were saying that there are worse prison systems than America out there.
Which there are. There are worse American prison systems. But the fact is we have the most incarcerated prisons, and you're saying that we treat them well.
Nope, we treat them well, but you could be treated worse. Like 15 years of mandatory slave labor.
But wait a second. That doesn't make it right just because
it doesn't.
We're the lesser of evils.
It doesn't, but we're staying on the subject of treated better. We're staying on the subject of being treated better, though, right?
So being treated better.
Right.
Imprisoning the black population through the war of drugs to make things like Victoria's Secret, I wish I could remember all of them.
Panties, yes.
And everything, market and everything. It's black slavery in the new millennium or whatever, Y2K phase. I don't know what you want to call it.
Well, speaking of that, I would rather be in America in jail for drugs than in Indonesia. Indonesia executes 4 convicted drug offenders.
All right, well, why don't we look at
executed drug offenders. Indonesia executed 4 convicted drug offenders by firing squad early Friday, the country's deputy attorney general said. Nur Rachmad told reporters outside the Nusa Kambangan prison in central Java that authorities have not decided when 10 other prisoners are set to be executed. Listen, if you want to really win the war on drugs, start a firing squad.
All right, but no one...
Dudes will stop selling drugs tomorrow.
But no one, you don't have the right to take anybody's life. Nobody has the right to take your life, and you don't have the right to call on anybody's life. Plain, it's that simple. It's not rocket science. What?
Why not?
You're not God.
So what?
I don't be. and stuff. I could never kill another person.
Listen. I'm not saying I could go around killing other people, but if you lined up child molesters and child people who've preyed on children, I really think I have it in me to do it.
He wants the firing squad. I want the guillotine. Either way, we're gonna.
Yes, but you want to know something? I look at the New York 5 or something. Those 5 black teens that were accused of raping that person.
Yep, the girl who was actually having sex with her father in the park, and the father ran away drunk or whatever, and it ended up being that the story was untrue. Right.
All right, but you want to know something? Had that not ever came out, those 5 people deserve to be in prison?
No.
And everything, and that's the whole thing is, so many people are incarcerated that shouldn't be incarcerated.
Facts.
But
a lot of them should be.
And I'm not, and that's where I'm saying, if there's no victim, there's no crime.
If you're selling drugs, there are a lot of victims. A lot of lives get ruined by you selling drugs.
A lot of willing victims.
No.
Now, hold on.
Crackhead breaks into my car. I'm a willing victim.
No.
Well, you selling drugs caused that indirectly.
Interesting point.
All right. Well, we're talking about like the heroin epidemic because people
on heroin do that too.
People don't steal for weed.
I think people steal for anything.
It all depends. I can agree with you. But you know, actually today I was reading the new heroin epidemic. You know how they had the Duragesic patches, like the fentanyl drug in it, and that's where a lot of people were overdosing. Well, now they have a new opioid that is making it in the way, and I think it's out in Ohio. I read it in the TNG actually. It's the elephant equivalent of a Duragesic, and it's 1 million times more potent than our Duragesic.
Okay.
And it's making it into the heroin and stuff. It's going to be dropping them off like, not like flies, but like elephants.
So what does that have to do with firing squad on killing?
But the whole thing is we are imprisoning these heroin victims. Right. And how could I say, is it right of them stealing from you? No, but it's an addiction, and throwing them in jail is not fixing the problem.
I agree.
And everything like, I
so you kill him.
Knock him out. Knock him out.
My sister's Houston does drugs regularly that made me a victim in so many different ways. Yes, applaud that. Some people say when you have a family member that does drugs, it messes up the whole family. Shoot him. Boop, boop. Listen.
Easy fix.
Get caught smoking weed?
Boom!
That's right.
You want to know about the first joint I ever smoked?
A lot of prisons have TV rooms and cells are air conditioned. They have gyms, radios, and small televisions.
Oh wait, let's talk about the most famous.
They have schools, 3 meals a day. Yeah. Hey, where can I sign up? Facts.
Let's talk about the most famous prisoner in Massachusetts. The one that all the gods fear. Actually, his name is Shay. He's the one who sliced his attorney's throat in court. Mm-hmm. What was it? Shay something?
I have no idea. I don't know.
You never remember reading that article?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I gotta find it out.
Shoot him! Listen, okay, so listen. If you really, this is why I know that there's prisons that want to make money off of prisoners.
Yeah,
because
they're called the for-profit.
If you really wanted to get rid of drugs, if you shot them like Indonesia does, I bet you Indonesia's drug rate is a lot lower than ours. Because you go to jail in America, you got TVs, you got oodles and noodles on deck. Yeah, you have to make the oodles and noodles in your toilet with the toilet water, but still, you get some ramen, some good ramen. You get slippers, you get 3 dinners, you get all kinds of stuff in prison. Shoot them. They're problem solved. Won't have to get abortions because everybody's already shot. Like, oh no, I have to have an. Hey, have you ever seen Shawshank Redemption? I've never saw that movie.
You have never?
I never saw Shawshank Redemption.
Great.
Oh my god!
Like, I've seen Orange is the New Black.
Like Morgan Freeman could tell me that he was going to kill me, and I would actually be sued. Like I would not fear it.
Why are you talking so low? We gotta hear you.
If Morgan Freeman threatened to kill me, I'd sit there and actually be like, okay.
Dude, it's
'Cause his
Morgan
voice-
Freeman. If Morgan Freeman threatened to kill me, I would really deeply analyze what I did wrong. It's Morgan
I
Freeman.
know, but his voice is just so
I mean, he's so...
soothing.
But
Like,
he's
I
also
love him.
so brilliant.
He is.
Not just
I
talent.
get it, Texter. I get it. The Texter said it was a joke to you.
Oh, wait, I didn't get it.
Because, like, whenever we're talking about something, Laura, you wouldn't get it either. But whenever we're talking about something, like, we could be talking about sports, she'll just out of nowhere. Did you ever see The Lion King? It's like, what the hell does that have to do with what we're talking about? Have you ever been to the House of Correction? I've never been to the House of Correction. Praise the Lord.
I've taken a tour for prison once. That was pretty cool.
I've been to the police academy, and I've seen the little prisons that they were in. But that was just at the Worcester
And
Academy.
I've
That
been
was
to
at the Worcester
Alcatraz,
jail.
too.
You've been to Alcatraz?
I've been to Alcatraz.
Is it as bad
Oh,
as
I
they say it
want to go
is?
there.
Well, I mean, it's not running anymore.
Oh, wait.
Right.
But
I got a good question. Whitey Bulger.
Right, Whitey
Right.
Bulger.
Do
Yep.
you honestly think that, like, he didn't have protection over in California?
I don't know why.
Because his brother was here in Mass.
Mm-hmm.
And it was said that, like, he never had contact with him. But it did come out after the fact that he was in contact with him. But how could I say, like, for 16 years he hid in California and nobody knew anything?
Yeah, he used to go to Lakers games. See, right now, why is he alive? Shoot him. We wouldn't have to pay taxes.
I don't think he should be in prison.
You don't think Whitey Bulger, who killed people,
No,
still
what?
should be in prison?
No, because he did not get a fair American trial.
Did he give those people he killed a fair American chance?
He didn't kill all of them. He hired a lot
didn't
of
kill
people.
all- oh,
he got a
Charles
lot of
Manson.
people.
Charles Manson actually never killed anyone.
That's very true. But Whitey, I actually do think killed someone. Now, Charles Manson, I mean, he's still a little bit nuts.
A little.
Kill him! Shoot Charles Manson!
No, I find it entertaining when he goes on TV and he talks to the camera like this, and I just went off the air.
So you don't want to kill somebody who's responsible for multiple deaths because he's entertaining. What this
Well-
country has come to.
Mm-hmm.
So wait a second. If it was my family, it would be like a different thing. I am reflecting on this from the outside.
What are you reflecting on?
I'm not really too sure right now. Can I get online first?
Okay, yeah. So, anyways, if we killed a lot of people for a lot of crimes, it would solve the world hunger problem. There would be enough food for everybody, and there would be no repeat offenders.
Yes, but you want to know
That's
something?
true.
You gotta also look at why people offend.
But what
I don't-
crimes should you kill for?
Molestation and rape. Let me see.
Murder?
I don't. Yeah. I'd have to concede.
Yeah.
So see, you know what? My purpose for killing would be to stop any spread of what negativity that causes. So if you are a drug dealer and you killed another drug dealer, you can get a pass. You go to jail. You might have a chance as long as you're not selling drugs anymore. Second offense, kill him.
God.
So how do you determine who dies?
Me.
He's God.
You
yeah.
determine.
Shoot him. I'm fair.
Wait, you can't admit to thinking you're God because you have your...
Do you
Deity.
think if
Yeah. I don't. Listen, she said I'm God. She also said that Whitey Bulger's entertaining. I don't follow her rules. Like, if someone harms
Do you
her
think if
family,
I poured
tell me she
water
wouldn't
on
kill
you,
them.
you would melt?
What?
Do you think if I poured water on you, you would melt?
It would probably cost me a lot of money because these headphones
Are
and
you
this
calling
stuff
him a
is
wicked
expensive.
witch? See, that's on my show Once Upon a Time, too.
Yes.
How do you know
bring
we're
on
on
the
the
table.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was doing it.
Right. So So if Whitey Bulger had one of your family members killed, you would still
No, I'm not saying that he's not guilty.
kill him.
I'm saying he did not get a fair American trial. And
He
know
killed
what?
people.
Don't we pride ourselves on being so fair?
Yes, we do. But that's a.
But I'll tell you,
BS.
the last thing that we are is fair.
Facts. Kill him. That would solve it. If you are a judge that you put people in jail wrongly, kill them. We won't put people in jail
And know
anymore
what?
wrongly.
Now let's get to the court system. How many times do you go to court and
Stoning. Going back to just stoning them.
Well,
I actually seen, you know, that's a horrible way to kill somebody.
I actually
It
recommend
is.
that
It's
you
better than my
see,
guillotine idea.
see the
That's a
stoning
good
of
idea.
Sahara.
Whoever said that.
I've seen videos. There's videos online you can catch. Hey, we got someone in the house, right? Come on in here. You don't have to. This is J Boogie. I got L Boogie and J Boogie in the house.
Boogie.
Hey, J Boogie. We were talking about killing
People.
criminals. How do you feel about that? Like
You should be the
child
first to go,
molesters.
correct?
Child
I don't believe in the death penalty.
for child molesters.
There's something mentally wrong with them. They need to be in prison.
Yeah, no, they need to be dead so they don't cause anybody else to become mentally troubled.
No, because if they're incarcerated, they can't get to anybody. Those people.
That's not exactly true.
You don't think rape and stuff happens in jails?
God's rape
Well, then maybe
prisoners.
they need to get what they give. But I'm just saying.
Kill!
I
Death!
don't believe in the death penalty.
penalty.
I'm not
We were
Jesus
talking
Christ.
about
I
murder.
can't take that away from
Robin
them.
X.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm not Jesus Christ. I don't have the right
She's
to
not
take
the
somebody's life.
late.
Listen, I'm a Christian and that's the
That's
dumbest
a
thing I've
terrorist.
heard in a long time. You don't have to be Jesus Christ for justice. In Jesus' times, they used to stone people.
Do two wrongs make a right?
No, two wrongs don't make a right. That's why you stone him so he don't. That's why you stone him so he doesn't do a wrong again.
Who am I to say that I don't believe in it, and I think absolutely bad things should happen to them, but I don't think that I have the right to take somebody else's life away. I don't believe that they should be free. I think there are laws for a reason. They're obviously not followed, but I think something should happen to them. But I don't think that I have the right to take their life away.
So, I'm thinking firing squad, right?
Yeah.
But bullets cost
But
a
I
lot.
was thinking
But if you
guillotine.
stone them, that's
I
like
like
free.
this, but was that
Stoning is free.
was that a listener that came up with that?
Yes, that was a listener. Shout outs to Rich.
Good job,
No,
Rich.
what? I
I
actually,
agree
you know
with
what?
you.
I think I may agree with you. And actually, when I smoke and
As
I'm
you
out in the
should.
backyard, you have a lot of rocks, and I say we try it with you.
Someone agreed with me. Let's applaud that.
That's great.
So a guy molests a family. An uncle molests 3 kids.
Yep.
One kid grows up to be an alcoholic, another one hooked on drugs, another one commits suicide. You don't think punishable by death should be that? Since it was all traced back to
But
him
you want to
molesting
know
them?
something? The whole thing is you also can get that
No.
victim help where they can survive.
So I was just gonna say that there's always help for victims.
It wasn't a wrong in biblical days. That's right. Stoning wasn't wrong. It wasn't.
I disagree with the stoning.
Listen,
I said
God
I'm
wiped
not
out the whole
killing
world.
anybody.
God wiped out the whole world.
Wait,
Yeah.
God wiped out the
Yeah,
whole world and you praise him?
We're stoning
Yeah,
them to
yeah,
death.
I do.
J-Mo.
I think
Jay
that
Money.
there's help for victims, and if they have a good provider, then
You can choose to be a
They
victim
don't go
or you
down
can
that
choose
path.
to be a survivor.
There's not help for all victims because all victims don't know or understand that they need help, and they are so messed up that the realization. It's not like,
But
hey,
then
I've
they
been
have-
raped, automatic help. either.
But then they have social supports too, who are willing to help them.
As long as they as long as they are mentally stable enough to say, I need that help. But not all people are. There are some people who are alcoholics now that are really suffering because of being raped, and they don't go to get all that help that's available to him.
I
But if you
agree with
kill him, he can't do it again, or her.
So hold on,
He can't do
I
it.
have a comment from a listener too.
Yep.
That says she doesn't agree with death penalty as it gives the murderer a way out, and they should have to live with what they have done.
Thank you.
But we have to
Well,
live. I like that, but we have to
death
live with them
doesn't-
too.
Death eases pain. Well, if that's
No, it does. But it's not. To me, it's not about easing pain. It's about 100% guarantee that it doesn't continue. Kill a drug dealer. You know why? Because if he gets out, he can't sell drugs
Christian
again.
man.
If he's
he
stoned.
might-
Doesn't it say in the
might change
Bible
his views.
that
You need to
God
forgive.
doesn't judge?
I forgive him. Just kill him.
I don't know.
You can't forgive a person who's dead. Listen, it's
I
not.
forgive people who have done wrong to me and wrong to my family and wrong to those that I know. But
Right.
I would never take their life away from them.
How guilty would you feel if they did what they did to you to someone else, though?
I would feel bad, but I still don't have the right to take somebody else's life away because if they didn't do it, maybe
The
somebody
only
else would.
time you have the right to take someone's life away is if you are defending
Self-defense.
your own.
Yes.
That is the only way it is acceptable.
Now, obviously, like you would want to fight off a perpetrator, but I still don't agree with the death penalty. What are you doing by killing somebody? What are you succeeding in?
Okay, there's a couple things to do. Like, for example, in Indonesia, they executed 4 drug offenders today. You know what that does? That tells other people who are out there selling drugs, poisoning communities. Because when you sell drugs, you're hurting your family, the family that you're selling the drugs to, all of those people.
Wait a second. Did you hear
But
about the? It was on.
No, wait. Let me finish my answer. What you do when you to let a person finish their point. Oh, the horror.
Go on.
The horror. What you do is you encourage everybody else. Not you want to know how you would solve the war on drugs in America? If you execute them,
get rid of
dudes will
government.
not.
They're the ones who bring it all in.
No, you know what I think? I think that, again,
The government has ties to the cartels that are all bringing this in.
I don't agree. I also don't agree with, like, drugs and selling drugs. But I'm sorry, those people
You
are
should
gonna be
just
very
grow
good
them and
business.
hand them off to people willingly.
They're
Oh my gosh! Are you about to?
Yes,
Are you about to say they're going to be good business people? All the
Yes,
lives
they
that they've
are.
ruined, but they're going to be good business
They
people.
do, but they know how to hustle.
Applaud that.
They're only as good as what
No,
they know. I'm
no,
sorry.
this is what I get so.
This is what's wrong with the world. Like,
No, this is your. This is where your stupidity
said
comes in.
Jesus.
Oh.
You said
No,
Jesus.
This is
Are
where
you
your
calling
stupidity-
truth it's stupid?
She
Oh,
called
he's
truth
beyond
is
dumb
stupid.
right now. Did you read in the Telegram and Gazette today about the doctor in who lost his license?
No, I read about the 71-year-old Grafton man that raped a kid, and he should be dead. What about it, though? Go ahead.
All right, because you should maybe read about also the doctor who was supplying drugs to the girlfriends and how he lost his thing.
Yep.
And the thing is so many doctors have side businesses
Yep.
because they can write out prescriptions.
Shoot 'em.
They go to the strip clubs, get free lap dances.
Shoot 'em.
And they just
See, I
write
don't
out the
think-
strippers.
I don't-
Percocet.
so-
You know what? The people who treat the problem are also the ones who create the problem.
Shoot 'em.
Then shoot the freaking government. They help
No,
with
no,
Shoot 'em.
Excuse me. They work with
Stone
the
'em.
cartels.
Stone them. Stone them.
Stone
They
Stone them.
work with the cartels of bringing the drugs in.
All right, what were you going to say?
I don't agree with strip clubs. I think that we should not have strip clubs.
Why?
Strip clubs should not be an option.
Why?
Because I feel like that's degrading to women.
Because that's what. But that's the thing is that's your competition.
Terry,
But
isn't
isn't
it-
it-
Terry, you gotta let people get the whole sentence out.
But isn't it more degrading to tell women that they can't strip if they want to?
No, so I'm not saying that that's my comfort zone. I'm saying that we as a society are agreeing and kind of making it so that these girls have to strip because this is the easiest way for them to make money. And then it leads to other things that are so inappropriate. It puts them in a bad position because they know it's quick for them to make money.
I understand, but you want to know
Applaud,
something.
strippers.
And the whole thing is now look at the money. But in Nevada, prostitution is legal.
See, I think that's degrading to both men and women.
You know what? If I had the body that I had when I was 21, but the mindset that I have today, throw me the money.
See, I wouldn't because I also believe though that
That is called
one
quick
man,
cash.
one man and one woman should be together. I also don't agree that a married man should
Yeah,
be
but there's
off
usually a
with another
hands-off
woman.
policy.
I
There
agree
is,
with that.
but there's also
I agree.
There's
I agree
also
with that.
back rooms for those things, and we're forcing these girls to only know. And I'm not going to say girls because it's men too, but we're forcing them by giving them easy access to money. I just don't. Agree
No,
with
what?
it.
I got a great story. I went to a strip club with a boyfriend once, and if I didn't run into my friend's husband there, the next morning I call my friend. She goes, "Don't worry, he already ratted himself out, and you'd be calling."
I just feel bad.
You never know who you're gonna bump into.
You know what I think the problem is? That me being overweight, I can't become a male stripper. I think that's discrimination.
They have
Nobody
chunky
said you-
Chippendales.
Nobody, you better not leave. Nobody said you can't be a stripper. Be a stripper in your own. Do
What?
you need a
What?
But
That's
you-
your space.
but
That's
you
your
wait a
floor
second.
Mama,
walls.
I want
Do you
that
know
money.
how many people also go to strippers?
There's actually
Like, go
strip
to,
clubs for bigger people, by the way.
Someone is going to
Have
be
you- I don't know if you've
investigating
ever
you
seen
and your
Back
friends,
House on HBO.
plus there will be a
There's
knock
lot
at
of
the
guys
door.
there who also go
I-
to learn how to-
I don't understand why, but
Oh, there's
okay.
a knock.
because they're
at
not
the door.
comfortable with talking. There's a lot of legalities, and the problem with the strip clubs and everything is there's underground stuff that we all
Maybe they
know
can
about.
explain why.
And that I definitely agree with is very damaging because there are a lot of them that do have addictions and everything, but not all of them do. There are some college girls who are just doing it.
I said this yesterday. I'll say it today. There would be no such thing as strip clubs if wives did their job.
You know what?
Know
That is
what?
not okay.
That is true. Look.
But the thing is,
Listen,
no.
if you feed
Just
me every
as many
day
women
and I'm
cheat
full,
as men.
I won't go to get pizza. That's just how it is.
No, just as
you
men.
yourself.
No. And this is great because just as many women cheat as men do.
Yeah, they
But
do.
know what?
Yeah.
Women ain't dumb enough to
Facts.
get caught.
Fact. Well, some women are. Listen, when you cheat, that's because you're missing something in your relationship. So if you have everything
No.
in your relationship,
No.
you don't cheat.
We went
Yeah.
over this
You
the other
cheat
day.
because you are insecure and you can't be pleased. So if you can't be pleased, you don't need to have a spouse in your life.
And if I'm insecure, whose fault is that?
Your own.
No, it's my wife's fault. She should be making me feel like the man,
no.
the man. You are the man.
There is no
So-
woman that's gonna get down and kiss some man's toe.
Oh, that sounds like pride. Pride is a killer of marriages. That sounds like pride right there. But I ain't gonna get down and kiss this person who I gave my life to, who I dedicated my life to. Why would I?
So if you are
Go down to
insecure,
his
you're
level.
responsible for your own feelings.
No.
If I said
Not
to
if
you,
you're married.
yes,
No.
yes.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. It's your
Listen,
responsibility.
do I look fat in this dress? Yeah, you look fat. You son of a bitch. Then I'll see. You can't.
Right? No. So if you said that to her,
Yep.
and she said, "Oh shit, I do look fat. I gotta change
You-
that."
Oh, and
That's
we
her
have to get out the curse
responsibility.
horn. We cannot be cursing
Ah.
on the 5 o'clock show. Oh, Jesus Christian. We cannot be no cursing on
Sorry.
You don't know how hard it is for me
But
to
I'm just saying, everybody's responsible for their own. You don't
Now,
ask a
usually
question
my
if you don't
husband,
want an
when I
answer.
say to my husband, does this shirt make me look fat? Usually he says, no, your fat makes you look fat. And
Okay,
Wow.
and,
But know what?
Applaud that answer.
and I laugh because he's just being funny.
and you can, but you don't ask a question you don't really want the answer to.
Right.
If you want to say, honey, do I look good in this?
Yeah.
Or know what? Maybe
And
he
you-
said, well, it's not that flattering. And know
Right,
what?
because
You
we
may
are
get her mad, but
responsible
know
for
what?
our
You
own
told
feelings
her
about
the
ourselves.
truth.
Yep.
She's
And
still
she didn't like the
responsible
answer.
for
I
her
guarantee you she's not going to be asking you again. You're scared.
Yeah, but she can also either say, oh my god, woe is me, I just asked a question and I don't like the answer and I really do look fat in this because I couldn't make the decision on my own to go change my own dress. Or she could be like, dang, I really will never put this back on and go change her clothes.
Or she could say, if I don't want my husband at the strip club, I need to put a pole in his bedroom so he won't be going to
What
spend money in the
she
strip club.
does in her own four walls is her business. What he
Her
does,
own four
Yes.
walls?
If
It's not
she
her
is
own
not-
four walls. If you're married, you share
Okay,
everything.
But there's a difference between having going to the strip
Oh my
club and being a
goodness.
stripper in your own home.
This is what I'm talking. You know, this is the problem right here. You are the embodiment
Right,
of what's
you're
wrong with relationships in America. You get married and you say, "Mine. I don't have to. My four walls. I do this."
My body and my spouse's body is for my eyes and his eyes only. That's not for the rest of the world. So if
Right.
if my
Facts.
husband
Oh my God,
wasn't,
there's
if my
American
husband
culture
wasn't
killing 'em.
pleased by whatever is going on in my house and he can't vocalize that to me and say, hey,
See, I
do
don't
something
agree with
else,
that.
then that's his problem.
I don't agree
That's
with
what
that.
America,
No,
Because-
you're married. That's you guys'
I don't
problem.
agree with that because if you're if you're a part of a married couple, that should be a decision the two of you make together. If wife says to husband, you know what, husband, I really enjoy stripping. I'd like to keep doing that for a living, even though now that we're married, can I please do that? First of all, you shouldn't have to ask permission. Second of all,
That should be a
that's
discussion
decision
before
that-
getting married.
That's
But
a
that's
decision
what
that
she
you
was saying.
have.
But he would have already known that before.
Right, but
Right, so
but you
that's-
two are both saying it's only your eyes and nobody else's eyes.
You
No,
already
They
did
can
that,
agree
son.
differently.
no, but what
They
he's
can
saying,
decide
what he's
differently.
saying is if his wife can't please him in the bedroom, then that's where he's gonna go. So if this wasn't happening before, and it's all of a sudden gonna start happening now, you have your own insecurities, and you need to do something about that yourself, and not go elsewhere. You need to talk to your
Or would
spouse
he
about
say
it.
he has no needs, not his own insecurities?
Right. Men have needs. Listen, women's sex drive is completely different than men's sex drive.
Oh, yeah.
So if you are in one of those dry
Wait a second, but
dry
know what? Do
spouts,
you know how many guys?
you better suck it up and do your
Do you
job,
know how
or
many guys will go out and get a blowjob because the wife said once we get married, I'm not responsible for that anymore?
Then that's shame
Right.
on her for not.
But no,
for not
that's
Facts.
shame on him.
No,
Say
shame
it
on her.
boldly or I'm gonna
No,
knock you out.
I'm not saying he should go and do it, but I think shame on you don't
So
shame
many
on you
people-
married somebody. I just
But a
Right.
lot of
I don't agree with that because everybody changes. I'm not the same person I was when I got married, and that was like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years ago. I don't know.
but then that's on you to either keep up with it or
That's
not
human
gonna
nature.
go-
Humans evolve. They change all the time. We don't stop changing.
But yet you
Sometimes
want to
it's-
go back to
You
when
think
they
I'm
were
not a
stoning
psycho?
people.
Yes, I do want to go back to when they're stoning people because we change, but there are
See,
some
you know
things
what?
that still should stay
All
the
what you
same.
do is manipulate whatever words to fit the situation you're in.
Facts.
Yeah.
And fact. Applaud that. I don't see what's wrong with that. It's not manipulating the words either. I know what you're saying, but it's just it's the words.
You're just
It,
trying to feel more comfortable in what we're saying, so you're gonna say it your own way.
It's the only
I
way
don't-
that he's
I don't
willing
know
to
what the-
accept it.
what do you mean the only way I'm willing to? No, I accept everything.
No, you don't have the right to judge anyone.
When a Texas says when you are married, your body is no longer yours; it's your husband's, and vice versa. Wow, this applause button is
no.
worn out. This applause button, boy, this is.
I am going to take the zipper to my mouth
That's
and throw out the
That,
key
listen,
because I could do a lot of damage.
My body's
No,
mine,
that's not
thank
true.
you very much.
I was born, exactly. I was born with this body. It is mine. I choose.
And after
to
I
share it.
divorced
Yeah, when
my
you get
husband
married, you
for
supposed-
having such narrow views, this will still be my body.
when you get married, you are choosing to give your body to this man for his enjoyment
No.
whenever he
No.
wants at any time.
No.
As a matter of fact.
You,
As a matter of fact, Joy, I love you. You better be ready in 5 minutes, 4:30 seconds. If you smell what truth it is cooking.
No, not true. Now can we bring back the death penalty?
Yes.
To that-
Yes.
Yes,
and know what?
if you do not do your job as a wife, death.
No,
Stone
that's
them.
not true.
They still do that in other countries.
Wait, then I have a list
That's
of
why I
demands
say
to my
you-
husband that
You
I
gotta watch the
expect.
stoning of Sahara.
Listen, do the woman in
So-
some Arab countries, if you cheat on your husband, you get stoned to death.
But you know how many men?
Applause button
Wait,
again.
can I
Try-
tell you something?
do you know
that
how
I
many
learned about
men who were
Arab
trying to get out of marriages?
What?
cultures is that I learned this. I had an interview with a married Arab family. They said in their country, if the man or the woman walked into the house and saw their spouse having sexual intercourse with somebody else, they have to now go get 4 liable people to view that before you can even accuse somebody of doing it. So even though you saw it yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you have to go get 4 people to vouch for you and say, so you can't be like, oh, hold on, honey, hold that pose while I go get 4 people to see you doing this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't think that they really stone. You can't
Oh,
accuse
you know what?
somebody
You
of
have to watch the
something.
stoning of Sahara.
You have to.
It's
you
the
can't-
perfect story about this, about
Hmm.
a husband who wanted
I looked that up. That's interesting. That you do have to have
It's their law
4. You have to have 4 people to
to vouch for you, and they have to be honorable people.
How do you determine what's honorable? and what's
Exactly.
not?
So the guy said, I could say that about, and his wife was right there, and he said, I could say this about my wife all I want, but I cannot say it out loud because I need to have 4 honorable people. It is literally impossible to do, so you can't go spreading that word.
I think
And then
that's in
do
some.
this
That's not in all Arab countries though. That's definitely not. All. There's
their
videos you could
culture.
watch, and you could watch videos of women being stoned now. I've just like last week for cheating on their husbands.
And
And they
define,
probably have.
define cheating.
But the thing is you actually believe that these women cheated? Do you know how many men make up the stories
That's
and
the same
kill
thing,
their
yeah.
wives
Right.
and everything? The
It's
stoning of Sahara.
It's an evil world. Yeah, there's
And
women
you know
who
what?
accuse
You
men of
help-
raping them when they didn't get
And the
raped.
thing is you condone the evil.
What do you mean? I don't condone the
Oh,
evil.
because you think that you can have a firing squad and kill people.
You should. Yes,
And you know what?
absolutely.
We need to, at least for this country, we need to define what cheating even is. Because when you were talking about strip clubs earlier, my husband walks into one and I don't know about it. That's cheating. Your eyes cheated on me.
Yeah,
So,
and you're doing something
we have to
Well, wait a
really
second,
define
you know
what
what?
cheating is.
I totally see what you're saying, but what about when your husband's driving down the road and sees a nice woman and his eyes clear?
That's different, it
cheating.
wasn't
And it's
Yeah,
summer.
you
It's
didn't
summertime, and they're wearing.
He didn't choose to
Yeah,
go look
exactly.
at a naked
No,
woman.
I know, I do. I totally agree with you.
But I have issues.
But I don't have an issue if, like, well, one of my. I don't have any more husbands because I.
Divorced.
past 3 years.
Killed
but-
6 of them and divorced the other 5. I
No,
know.
my mother's on a 4th. She killed them all. The luck didn't come on to me.
All right, what were you about to say? You have issues?
That's not a joke either.
Me personally, I'll be honest, I have a super huge jealousy issue.
That's no good.
Only.
But no,
there's a
it is
difference.
because
No,
it's healthy because she's not
It is.
admitting.
When if I'm at the beach,
Uh huh.
I'll just pick out the beach. If I'm at the beach why should I be good enough for you at night?
That is
So I'm just saying, it's okay. Trust me, I see beautiful women and I see very handsome men. It is okay to acknowledge them, but not to have your eyes following them. That is not okay. So maybe it's not very jealousy and it's more of a respect thing for me, but I definitely have an issue with it.
That's a habit, though. That's a men's habit.
Well, I gotta say at the beach, if I was your husband, you'd divorce me because the sun would be too bright and I may be looking away.
There's
Nah,
a difference
nah,
from you
yeah, there's a
chasing a girl
difference.
with a thong bikini on, honey, and
looking
you
at the
looking
sun.
at the
Or
sun.
away from the
You know what I mean? But like,
I'm not gonna lie. I just went to
dating
Hampton
somebody
Beach
like that.
and this beach in Rhode Island, right? In the past couple weekends, and all like I was like, oh my god, like this is like. I have to just like look down, and whenever Joy talked to me, because Joy's like that too. Whenever she talked to me, I made sure I was counting grains of sand on the sheet that I was sitting
But
on,
it's okay.
so I wouldn't look.
It's okay for you to notice somebody who is
See, I
beautiful
don't
and
care
somebody
about
But
who-
on
that
the other
stuff.
hand,
But
can
it's
I
not
blame the
okay.
men and women who look at my husband?
Oh,
for everything?
Texter, women
Because
should watch
he's
the way they
most-
dress.
he's the
What
most
about women that go to
beautiful
the
person in
beach?
world. So can I really blame somebody else for looking at him? Like, if somebody's at the beach with, say, her husband or whatever, and she starts looking at my man because he's just gorgeous, should any of us really blame her? I mean, he is dang
No, I'm
good
not saying
looking.
anybody. Trust me. Like I'm not trying to brag myself here, but I have.
But
a
no,
good
it's
face.
everybody's
You know what I mean?
comfort zone.
And people probably look at him like, oh my god, your girl's not as fit as you are. And people probably are like, I don't know.
You're
That's
pretty
just how I see it.
Jane.
You
But I'm
are
just saying-
insecure.
No, I'm not insecure because it's okay. I don't mind people looking at him, and I don't care about. I'm saying if he had done it to me, but was always looking at. Trust me, there are
But
girls
should-
out there that.
Listen, I'm insecure too, but you are definitely insecure.
But the girl that looks at your man,
Yeah, you are.
should her man be jealous?
There's a difference. What I'm saying, there's a difference from looking, and there's a difference from staring.
You are.
Yes,
I
there
don't
is.
say
There's a
you
difference.
are insecure, but
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole thing is I don't necessarily see it as insecurity because she readily is open about it.
I'm
Like
saying,
my thing is like I can remember, especially my second husband and everything. He used to say, "No, my wife is awesome because I just didn't care." You can go talk to another. I know they're not going home with you.
That's insane.
my
Like-
thing is like, I just think it's wrong if like we were out somewhere and he constantly had to stare at somebody else.
Yeah, like I want to be able
Yeah,
to be.
yeah.
That's
I want to be
okay.
able to be with anyone, but the thing is if I see a really pretty girl, I'll be like, wow, she's pretty. Like, I'll say it out loud.
Absolutely.
I'll also say, like, if I see a cute guy, I'd say it in front of my, like, that does not
Yeah.
faze me. I'm just,
But
Doesn't
3
mean
minutes
I'm going
left.
home with
3
you.
minutes.
I'm not.
I
doing it.
enjoyed this. Thank you. for
Yes.
joining me today.
I'm not.
I say we go,
I'm
with
gonna have to go
green
back
stones
again.
here.
All right. You can look at a woman in a bikini
I'll
and
just
must
turn
and
you
not
away.
lust. Well, so yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I
she's
think it is.
ugly.
You know what you're saying. What you're saying. I dig what you're saying. You can look at people, but there's a difference between looking at women and lusting after them. So, for
Yes.
example, when I went to the beach, like I usually go to the lake,
But is that a choice?
and they don't look how they look at the
It's
beach.
human nature.
No,
So
no.
Yeah,
right.
that's
So
true.
when I was at the lake, I mean when I went to the beach, I was like, this is like insane. And the girl just like walked by me, summer tanned with no tops on, just laying there, and side boobs is all over the place, and I'm like holding my boobs because I'm thinking people are looking at my boobs. I was like,
You know what? That's
I
American
didn't know how to
culture.
handle it. I didn't know how to
That's
handle
And
it.
that's a culture shock to you. That is different
Yeah.
from
What
hitting
is
the beach
lust
every
but
single weekend.
choice?
Right.
And purposely.
You know what? I wonder what.
No, is
Wait.
lust a choice?
I wonder,
Yes. I don't. Oh my God, is lust a choice?
Yes.
I think no.
No, I don't think
I-
so. That's
well-
human nature.
I like
It depends on what their definition of lust is.
And I want to bake
Well-
brownies, man. Like,
But I think that you
That's a
choose
euphemism.
to be with your spouse because that's what you chose. I think
Well,
you,
yeah.
you notice beautiful people.
but when I
Sure.
look at, you
But
know,
sometimes-
Robert
But some men
Carlyle,
choose
like,
women because they don't have any other options.
I know, but the choice.
Some men choose. Some men choose women
She's gonna love
because they're all out of options. Like if you give a man a new option, they're like,
you are settling.
Can I go get
and
Joyce some new
cheating.
options?
Should I be worried?
oh,
about
in every
Oh,
relationship
oh,
there's a
oh,
settler and there's a reacher. I think in every relationship there's a settler and there's a reacher. There's in every single relationship you can say, who's a settler and who's a reacher? Okay, I was the settler or I was the reacher, but I really don't. I think in every relationship there's one.
I
If there's
think
a settler, then they don't have goals.
I
So-
think I agree with that there's a settler and a reacher, but I think it can be in different areas. I don't think you
Right,
are
right.
the reacher
Right,
or you
facts.
are like
I
sometimes
think-
looks, sometimes money, sometimes
Yeah.
this,
Right,
sometimes
right,
that.
right.
I
Yep.
think we all settle for certain things, but I
Right.
don't think you choose to settle for somebody you want to back.
Well, all right, people. We hope you guys enjoyed this conversation that we had that went all over the place, all the way
I
from
do
shooting
like-
child molesters to lusting.
Stoning.
We will be back on Monday. I hope and pray that you guys all have a great weekend. We will be back in the house at the same 5 times, same 5 channel as always. And we thank you for tuning in and logging on to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock shadow. Applaud that.
We can't make the announcement before
Bye, everyone.
What?
We can't make the announcement before the
It is in. It's 7:14. Oh no. No, I have to. I have to plan it in a way where it's still recording.